Hi everyone, welcome to Rachelpichleryoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice full body flexibility practice. You're going to need just a little bit of space to move, and let's get started. So let's begin today in just a nice comfy seat. And I actually want you to turn your palms to face forward and spread your fingers nice and wide. We're going to bring our fingertips to the floor here. And then just finding some length through those fingers as you just push your palms forwards a little bit. And you can pulse it out a few times, or you can just hold it still. You can keep your thumbs kind of coming out a little bit wider. And just find that nice stretch through those fingers, through your palms. Feel free to close your eyes. Just take a nice big breath in and out. And if you did close your eyes, you can start to open them back up. We're just going to take our fingertips away from the floor, maybe give them a little bit of a shake. And we're going to come onto our hands and knees. So moving into tabletop. And then from here, we're going to turn our fingertips out to the side. Stretching the wrists and the forearm now. You can keep pointing the fingers out to the side, or you can bring them to point back towards your knee if you want a little extra. If your wrist and your elbow and your arm and everything allows you to turn your fingertips to point towards your knees, feel free to do one hand at a time. Not here too long. Let your head be heavy. If you happen to be doing one hand at a time, you might want to switch sides now. And again, maybe close your eyes. Take another breath in and out. Awesome, guys. When you're ready, you can start to bring your fingertips back to face forwards. Maybe even just sit on your heels, take a couple wrist circles. If you want to counter stretch, you can bring the top of your hand to face down, palm facing up. One hand, both hands, up to you. Breathe. Awesome work, you guys, and letting that go. Taking a couple more wrist circles if you would like. We're going to make our way back into tabletop. So set it up and then start to reach your right arm out in front. Slide your left arm under your chest. Keep your hips high. Drop your shoulder all the way down. See if you can rest your left cheek. Letting gravity take your chest down towards the floor. Feeling the love through that left arm and shoulder. Awesome, you guys. Take an inhale, lift your chest back up. Bringing your left hand just beside your shoulder, under your shoulder even. Keeping our right arm out nice and long. We're going to keep our hips high and drop straight down this time. So your bicep, that right arm, is going to be right beside your head. You can rest your forehead or maybe the right cheek this time. You're going to feel this more through the right arm and shoulder than the left side now. Half a puppy dog. Keep your hips high and let gravity take your chest down. Awesome, you guys. Let's use an inhale, lift on up. Reach your left arm out in front. Take your right arm and slide it under your chest. Drop that shoulder as low to the ground as you can. Rest your right cheek. Keep your hips high. Let gravity take your chest, especially that left side. Nice job, you guys. An inhale is going to lift your chest back up. That right hand's going to come beside you for support. If you need to adjust your left arm so it's a little bit straighter, go for it and start to melt it down. Maybe the left cheek is resting on your mat. Nice job, you guys. Take an inhale, lift on up. You can walk both of your hands underneath your shoulders, maybe taking just a couple rocks side to side with your hips, or a little bit of a shoulder roll even. We're going to be crossing our ankles and having a seat, so you can bring your legs out in front. Let's keep our left leg out and cross our right leg over top. So planting that foot beside your knee, you can keep your left leg out or you can bend it in if you'd like. But that knee, that right knee, is going to be coming towards your chest. Hang on to your knee. As you inhale, sit nice and tall. And as you exhale, turn your chest to the right side for a twist. Give your knee a hug. Maybe bring your right fingertips to the floor beside you for support to keep your spine long. Awesome, you guys. Using an inhale, let's turn your chest back to face the front. If you'd like a counter twist, turn your chest to the left. And then use an inhale to bring your chest back to face the front. If you did bend your bottom leg in, send it back out. And we're going to uncross our legs as well. So you can actually send your right leg out alongside the left side. With an inhale, lengthen through your spine. You can keep pointing your toes up to the ceiling. Maybe bend your knees. And with the exhale, fold forwards. Taking this time to find the breath. Maybe closing your eyes. A nice stretch through the back of the legs. And just keep that spine nice and long. If there's any discomfort through the low back, keep the chest proud and that spine nice and long. Awesome job, you guys. Use an inhale. Let's lift all the way back up. You can keep your right leg out. We'll cross the left over top, setting up for a twist. Option to bend the bottom leg in or keep it out long. Grab onto your knee though. Inhale to lengthen and an exhale to twist to the left. Maybe you can feel a nice glute stretch. You're hugging that knee nice and tight. Breathe. And using an inhale, we'll start to turn the chest back to face the front and exhale for your counter twist. And letting the inhale bring you back through center. You can uncross your legs. We're going to bring the soles of our feet together and our knees out wide for butterfly. You can have your heels as close to your hips as you'd like, but use an inhale to lengthen and an exhale to tip forwards, getting to those hips. Maybe wiggle your toes, let your chest let gravity just take your chest. Don't pull yourself down, just let it happen. Nicely done, you guys. Taking an inhale, lift all the way back up. You can bring your hands to the outside of your knees. Help your knees come back together. Rock it out a little bit. Shake it out. We're going to cross our ankles and come onto our knees. So we're just going to kind of massage the bottom of our feet a little bit here. So you're just going to place one foot on top of the other, into the ball of that foot, or not so much the ball of that foot, but that nice sweet spot in the middle, the arch of your foot. See if you can get the bony part of your top foot to rest in the arch of your other foot. And it's like maybe you're standing on one of those lacrosse balls, massage balls, but we're just sitting back on the heels. Maybe it's like a fist or even an elbow being pushed into the arch of your foot. And you might have to find that sweet spot, or you might find it no problem. Awesome, you guys. And we're just going to switch sides. So lean forward, uncross your feet. Bring your other foot on top. Try to find that nice bony part of your top foot rested in the arch of your other foot. One side might be a whole lot more sensitive than the other. Relaxing through your shoulders. This side's a lot more tender than the other side for me. Awesome. Right here, guys. Let's come forward. Let's let that go. You can give your feet a nice little shake. Then we're going to bring our knees out wide. And you can start by having your big toes together. But we're going to send our hips back for child's pose. You can keep your chest lifted here, pushing into your palms a little bit. Try to send your hips back towards your heels. If they touch, no problem. You're going to bring your feet out wider and send back your hips towards your heels again. And maybe bring your feet out a little bit wider and just keep pushing into your palms, sending the hips back. You can come as wide as bringing your feet mat width apart. We're trying to find some love through our hips here, but being nice to the knees. So you might find that sweet spot where you feel those hips as you gently encourage them back towards your heels and you can't quite get them there. Awesome job, you guys. Using an inhale, slowly start to lift your hips up. You can bring your knees all the way back in. Rock your hips side to side a few times if you'd like. We're going to be bringing our right foot forwards, setting up a lunge. If you do want some cushion for your back knee, you can roll your mat over. But just untuck your back toes, rest on the top of that back foot, and then sink into your hips, finding that left hip flexor. Nice, you guys. We're going to move our front foot. We're going to find lizard. Heel toe your foot over to the right side. Turn your toes out to the side a little bit. Keep your hips sinking forwards and down. Maybe pushing into the back of that top foot. Lift your knee if you want to relieve some of that weight and then rest it back down. Awesome, you guys. Option to drop to the forearms or just stay on your hands. We're not here too long. Getting into those hips. Nice job, you guys. If you did come onto your forearms, slowly start to make your way back up. Let's heel toe the front foot back to the middle of the mat. And you can just bring your knee back into your tabletop, rock your hips side to side, shake it out a little bit. And then let's bring our left foot forward. Set up your lunge going the other way. Roll your mat over if you need to. Sink those hips forwards and down. Find that right hip flexor this time. Let your chest get heavy. And you might stay here. You might move the foot over towards the left side. Turn your toes out a little bit. Sinking into the hips. The option to find the forearms. Awesome, you guys. Come back up onto your hands if you did lower down. Heel toe your foot back to the middle of your mat. And then bring your knee into your tabletop again. Rock your hips side to side a couple times if you'd like. Shake it out. And then cross your ankles. Have a seat. We're going to be bringing our legs out nice and wide for a wide straddle. So bringing your legs out wide, point your toes up towards the ceiling. We're just going to rest our hands in front of us for now. Find a long spine, maybe adjust your legs if you need to. We're going to add a nice side stretch to this. So your right hand can stay in front of your knee. Maybe it's your fingertips, maybe it's your palm, maybe it's your forearm. But we're going to reach our left arm up. So rest your right arm or hand and take a big inhale as you reach up with your left. Take a big reach, lean as much as you want to lean. Try to create that length through that oblique. And maybe looking up here instead of down, just to keep that chest open. Point your toes up towards the ceiling. Maybe your left fingertips can find your right toes. Maybe not. Maybe you're reaching for the ceiling or the sky above you. Awesome, you guys. Take a big inhale, lift your upper body, reset, shake it out, shake it out. We're going to switch sides, left hand down, reaching up with the right. So you can keep that chest open. You can reach straight up above you. You can look up. Great place to stay, to be. Just breathe. Feel the length. Keep that chest open. Awesome job, you guys. Use an inhale. Lift yourself all the way back up. Find your center. If you want to rock it out a little bit, you can. If you want to take a forward fold, get into your inner thighs a little bit more. Take a forward fold. Might be a small tip forwards, might be a bigger tip forward. Awesome work, you guys. Take an inhale and slowly start to lift your upper body. Bring your hands to the outside of your knees. Help your legs come all the way back together. Give yourself a hug, a little rock side to side. I'm going to find a nice comfy seat. And if you cross your legs the same way all the time, I want you to cross your legs the awkward way. Finding a nice long spine though, and resting your hands on your knees. Take an inhale to lengthen through your spine. With the exhale, let your chin fall down towards your collarbone. Bringing the length into the back of the neck. And using an inhale, let's roll the head over towards the right shoulder, nice and slow. Keep going till you feel the length through the sides of your neck. And relax your jaw. Notice your shoulders get heavier. And that stretch through the neck deepen. Taking one more inhale. Use the exhale to slowly roll your chin back down. Awesome, you guys. Inhale, roll your head to the other side. Keep going till you feel the sides of your neck. Maybe sit a little taller. Try to let your shoulders get a little bit heavier. Awesome, you guys. One more inhale. Use the exhale to bring your chin back down. Take one more breath before you lift your head back up. And let the inhale help you. And even add a shoulder roll in. And maybe another. Maybe just one more for good luck. Awesome job, you guys. You can bring your hands together in front of your heart. Thank you so much for joining me today. Enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, namaste.